Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a weekly message from Jesus. I hope that you're all enjoying this Christmas week and preparing to be with your family on Christmas. Our Father is here, and He wants to speak with you this morning, as always. So let us begin. Good morning, everyone. And yes, I always am very anxious to speak with all of you. I know that many of you value these words that I speak. I know that many of you are here every week to hear my words. I wish that more would come forward to hear what I have to say, but that's humans for you. I created them and I understand them, and I know that many consider themselves too busy to put up with the words that I have to say. Each week I come to you and I speak very simple messages. Many of them are the same simple messages that I spoke when I walked the earth. You see, you are getting ready to celebrate my birth. Over 2,000 years ago, I came back and I walked the earth as a human. You see, I didn't want humans to do anything that I would not do. I wanted to set an example. So I came back as a human. I came back as Jesus. And I tried my best to convert as many people as possible to the reality of a single God. My birth was the same as all of yours. There was no difference. You see, I wanted to set an example. I wanted everyone to understand the humans are unique. I wanted everybody to understand that I was also a human. Now, I was admittedly different than many of you, but I came back with a life plan. I brought with me many of the souls that had served me in the past. I brought many souls that I trusted. You see, I knew that I was going to come to a violent end. I wanted everyone to understand that I suffered the same as every human. I didn't have to do that, but it was something that I wanted to do. I knew that if I was born the same as everyone, which I was, people would remember that. I made sure that the story of my birth was told, and I made sure that individuals would record my birth. My birth was very special. Very much went into it. Herod wanted to kill me. So you see, my beginnings were much the same as many other individuals. My parents protected me from violence. They showed me all of the love that you can imagine. My mother and father and grandmother, they were spectacular. They did exactly what was asked of them in their life plans. They gave me a wonderful foundation upon which I could build my life. That's what I expect each parent to do. Lay a good foundation of love, of giving. Now, this week, you got a great opportunity to set a wonderful example to others. You can give presents that will help them, that will serve their faith, that will show that you love them. But it is very important that you teach the young to give as well. Make up presents in the names of the children so that they can give them to their parents. Make the children understand that it is truly better to give than to receive, and that they will learn the real joy of giving. Many people only understand receiving, and that is very sad. That's a terrible lesson. You only want to receive wealth. You want to receive cars, yachts, whatever, homes. But you should learn that you will have great joy in giving. We bless people with wealth so that they learn to give. Many people don't understand that. But this is a wonderful time that you can learn the lesson of giving to others. Many people are struggling. Many people have been driven from their countries by war. Many people are struggling because of bad economies. You see, there are many people in government that don't care. They only care about themselves and gaining personal wealth and power for themselves. So they allow situations to happen that hurt others. We're seeing that right now. There are terrible wars taking place. There are people living in abject poverty. You see, this does not have to happen like that. People could use the celebration of my birth to establish charities. What a celebration that would be. I would take such great pride if people set up charities during this season to help others. There are people that have to rely on shelters for food. Go to those shelters and volunteer. You will see that those people need help. They're not to be looked down upon. You see, situations create poverty. Sometimes poverty is a karma that needs to be paid back. When you stand in those shelters and watch those people take that meal, think that perhaps the souls of some of those individuals had great wealth in their prior life, and they didn't use it to help others. They set up a karma that when they came forth in this life, they had to share the poverty of those that were around them in that prior life, and they failed to help. Many people think they are going to bring their great wealth with them when they come to heaven. They're not. I assure you that you come to heaven the same way you leave it. You leave it with nothing, and you will return with nothing. As a child, you depend upon your parents and family. Hopefully, when they celebrate my birth, they treat you with great love and respect. They tell you that faith is the most important thing that you can ever have in your life. Faith that I exist. Faith that if you believe in me, you will live a wonderful life. You will have grief. You will have hardships. But if you follow my words, you will persevere. You will show the fortitude that you need to advance. Your life may not be built upon wealth. It may just simply be built on helping others. Many people give everything that they have. There are individuals that live in poverty because they can help. They are using their wealth and their blessings to help others. There are many examples of this. Many churches do great things helping others. Many don't. There are churches that have great wealth and they don't use it wisely. They think that if a church has this incredible volume of money hidden away, that they are doing what God wants. That is not what I want. I want churches to use their great wealth to help others. There are churches that have billions of money in reserve. What do they think they're going to do with it? They need to do what I want them to do, and that is to help others. My birth is celebrated around the world. Many people have commercialized it to a point that you hardly recognize the purpose of Christmas. Many people try to take the Christ out of Christmas. That is something that they will be judged for when they return. There is only one reason that Christmas exists, and that is to celebrate my birth. How you do it also reflects on how you will be judged. It is a great time of the year. It is a time that you think of a small baby, an infant that comes into this earth with nothing, that comes in through the womb of a mother, a birth that comes from the celebration of the union of two cells and is converted by the miracle of human frailties. It is created, and man is the result. Man and woman. I wasn't trying to speak against those women that are listening and have such great faith. You see, when a soul is in human, is in heaven, it has no sex. It's an energy. It is only when it returns to an incarnate life that it will be a male or a female. Heaven is the best example of the realm of great equality. When a human is born, there is a perception of inequality. Some people think they're better than others. Some think that because of wealth that they have achieved a greatness in their lives. But you see, that greatness is only a result of how they use that wealth to help others. I speak of this every week. It's a simple concept. Do what you can to show your love for everyone. This is a great time for you to contemplate how you want to live the rest of your life. You see, your past is behind you. What you did in those past years. You made mistakes. I'm sure that you did help others, and I'm sure that you did good things. Do not dwell on the mistakes that you made. Your future will mitigate the mistakes of your past life. Each day that you get up, ask yourself what you can do to help others. Showing love, teaching the young. You may have a special, unique ability that you can use to teach the young. You want to teach them the basis of which I teach. Teach them that they should never do anything to another person that they do not want done to them. When they show anger, ask them if they want anger shown back to them. If they show hatred, ask them if they want hatred shown to them. Teach them what is right and what is wrong. It's common sense. Teach them that faith in me will guide them on their pathway of life. Teach them to pray. Teach them to ask for me, to any of the saints that have assisted me in life, to the archangels. I have arranged for you to have many opportunities through prayer. Teach the young to use those opportunities and to remain open-minded. Teach them that even though they cannot see me and hear me, that I am there and I am hearing their words. Don't teach them to ask for great wealth. If it is in their path, it will happen. Don't teach them to ask for things that will teach them greed. Teach them that always the path is love and helping others coexist. Teach them in this time where you're celebrating my birth. Teach them the powers that each human has. Teach them that they have the power to believe in me, and through that belief, their lives will be so much better. Use my birthday as a time of reflection, as a time of contemplation for the future, and as a time that you dedicate yourself to doing what is right, to living a good life. Even though you are up in years, there's still plenty of time ahead of you. You will never know your time of departure. There will be one. Make the most of the time that you have. Resolve during this season of my birth that you will live a wonderful life for the time that you have remaining. So I thank you for listening. I thank you for celebrating my birthday. And please remember the reason for the season. It's because this small child was born in Bethlehem and grew up to change the world. Make a resolution that you will do your best to change the world as well. So thank you for listening. I bless all of you that are listening to these words. I want all of you to have a blessed Christmas, and I want it to be opening a doorway to your future of happiness. So goodbye, and I'll be back again next week. We're going to do this until everyone understands the truth of my words. Thank you for listening, and have a blessed Christmas. Thank you, Father. Another incredible message. When I sit down, I never know what he's going to say, but I know it's going to be wonderful. He's blessed my life, and he will bless yours. He's blessed my family. He's blessed Connie. He's blessed myself. Celebrate the blessings this week. You will be very happy for it. Goodbye, and next week we will once again have another wonderful message.